Welcome to our webinar, guys. My name is Efrosyni Adamides. I'm going to be your presenter tonight. And chances are, if you're watching this webinar right now, you're probably either watching it live, maybe you're watching it in your home, maybe you're watching it on your phone, on your computer, or maybe you're watching it with some friends right now. And from what I can see, there's a lot of people watching this from all around the world. Or you may even be watching the recording of this webinar. Just before we get started, if I can kindly ask, put your phones on silent, because for the next 20-25 minutes or so that I'm going to be sharing some really powerful information with you, that the person that invited you, I suppose, probably called you very excited to share an idea with you without telling you anything about what you're about to see, but you could tell they're excited. Well, that same phone call I received quite a few years ago now, actually, from my brother. And I remember when I sat there and I looked at the information that I would be sharing with you 9 years ago, completely transformed my life, changed the direction of my life. Now, to give you an idea, back then I was working 80 to 100 hours a week. I was living in London. I'm originally from Cyprus. I spent half my life in Australia, the other half in Cyprus and London. More recently, I'm living in Eastern Europe at the moment. And the thing is that like most people, I was in that situation where I was working, but feeling like I wasn't getting anywhere, feeling like I was a hamster in a hamster wheel. And I kept on asking myself the question, there's gotta be more to life than this. But I didn't know what. I didn't know how to change things until my brother shared this idea with me. And because I said yes to this crazy idea, literally now we're traveling almost sometimes twice a month. I just got back from Greece. The last week I was in Greece up in the mountains. The week before I was in France and in Italy, in Lake Como, one of my favorite spots in the world. The week before that I was in Crete. And this month we've also got another trip coming up to Turkey. Now, I'm telling you this not to impress you, but to open up your mind to the possibilities of when you have the right vehicle, how quickly things can change. Now, what is our company all about? Our company is called World Ventures, and at the heart of our company is the world's biggest VIP travel and lifestyle club. Now, if you haven't seen this little blue sign before, chances are you're going to be seeing these, especially all over Instagram, especially all over Facebook. This little blue sign is actually going viral. In fact, if you go onto Instagram and you hashtag YSBH, which stands for You Should Be Here, you'll see about close to 700,000 pictures of happy customers around the world. Now, why is everybody's so excited about our club? Couple of reasons. One is we're an award-winning club. So to give you an idea, if you were going to watch a movie and you knew that movie had received an Oscar, that would be a pretty big deal. What if it received 5 Oscars? What if it received 20 Oscars? Well, put it this way, the equivalent of the Oscars for the travel industry is called the World Travel Awards. And we've received close, I believe the last count was 27 different awards from World's Leading Travel Club, World's Leading Booking Engine, and so on. Why are we getting all these different awards? Well, there's a couple of ways you can travel with World Ventures. The first way, I call it a little bit like the appetizer. If you go to a really cool restaurant, you got the appetizer, you got the signature dish, and you got dessert, okay? In our case, the appetizers are booking engine. You can book anything travel related, flights, hotels, accommodation, car rentals, but 2 unique differences. One is if you book a flight or a hotel with us, and on the same day you find it like for like cheaper anywhere else, our company will give you 110% of the difference back. At the same time, if you book a flight, what happens sometimes is that the airline releases a seat, let's say you book a flight to go to Brazil and then the next 6 months. And let's say between now and by the time that you actually fly, that particular seat dropped in price because maybe they're not selling enough seats. Well, if that happens with our company, we have a technology called Rate Shrinker. And Rate Shrinker scans the internet. And if the airline literally drops the price, they will book you on the cheaper seat and send you the difference straight to your card. Now that's cool, does not compare to our Dream Trips, which is our signature dish. Dream Trips is curated holidays to bucket list destinations. Places that everybody has, on their bucket list, the list that they want to see before they kick the bucket, as they say. Give me 1 second. I say a couple of people say that. Okay, a couple of people just saying hello. Just wanted to make sure everybody can hear me. Bomba. So each Dream Trip, the membership covers you, your spouse, so your husband or your wife, or any kids under the age of 18. And we do thousands of these Dream Trips all around the world. Now, let me show you some examples. Disneyland, doesn't matter how old you are, Disneyland is on everybody's bucket list. This is a 5-day, 4-night Dream Trip in Disneyland, and you can see it includes a 2-day Hopper Pass ticket to Disneyland, which starts from about $100 per day, just for that. On top of that, 4 breakfast and 1 dinner. Now you can see at the bottom it says $479, but you can apply 150 points, and that brings it down to $328 per person. That's $100. Actually, that's more like, what? About $60 per day. It's ridiculous, okay? Now, like these trips we do everywhere. This is Japan, okay? Japan is one of the most expensive countries in the world. And you can see the price there once you take off the points. Now, this is actually staying at a gorgeous 5-star hotel as well. And if you see as a platinum member, which I'll talk a little bit about gold and platinum memberships later, includes a 1-day pass to Universal Studios. This is in China, okay? I had the pleasure of going to China, went to the Great Wall of China, a couple of years ago, actually. This is staying at the Ritz-Carlton. So there's 5-star hotels, but when you go to places like Ritz-Carlton, it's a step above your traditional 5-star hotel. And you get to actually go and see the pandas. I got to see the pandas when I went to China. I'll tell you the difference between a holiday and a Dream Trip, guys. A holiday, you go on a holiday, you click and you book it from a booking engine. You get there, maybe with your friends, maybe with your family, and that's it. You build some memories, you take some pictures. A Dream Trip is a unique experience that it's very difficult for you to go package yourself. For example, we went to the Great Wall of China. That was a Dream Trip in Beijing. 5 days, 4 nights. Stayed at a beautiful 5-star hotel. Every day we had breakfast. We got picked up from the airport. We got taken to the airport later on when we left. We had a tour thrown in where we went to see a Chinese show with acrobatics and things like that. Really amazing show. Took our breath away. On top of that, we had a tour to see the Great Wall of China. Now, when we got to the Great Wall of China, I'll tell you one of the things that I like the least about traveling. Getting to a really cool attraction and seeing a line of 2,000 people in front. And the last thing you want to do on a holiday is stand in a line of for the next 2 hours to go and see a famous attraction for maybe half an hour. But because we were Dream Trips Platinum members, the bus went straight past all the queue to a separate VIP entrance, and we went straight in to the Great Wall of China. We went around, they had a beautiful show up on the Great Wall of China because it was close to Chinese New Year. And on top of that, we went down for a nice traditional lunch, and we had a party thrown in at a Mongolian traditional restaurant. All of that should have cost us easily about $2,000 per person. It cost us $459 per person. Price is great, the quality of the experience is so much better. So this gives you a flavor. Australia, that's where I spent most of my life in Australia. Gold Coast is phenomenal. The beautiful white sandy beaches are very hard to match. At the heart of our company, we also do volunteerism. So volunteerism is if you love to give back, we have a foundation and we do different trips around the world where you can go and make a difference in third world countries, like building schools in Guatemala and building orphanages, many such projects. Now, the icing on the cake or the dessert, the third way of traveling is what we call our screaming deals or anytime escapes. So this is different dream trips that you can choose to book anytime pretty much, and up to 60% more discounts from the retail price. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of examples, but we've got a bunch of these that you can choose from. This is in Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. The best online price at the time that this was put together was $360. Once you actually become a member, you get this for less, and you can also apply points, making it $225 per person. This is all inclusive for 5 days, 4 nights. So that's $60 per night at a 5-star hotel. All you can eat, all you can drink. No matter where you live right now, it's probably cheaper for you to go on this dream trip rather than stay at home and feed your family. Another one, Dominican Republic. This has got to 3 championship golf courses. Check this one out. On booking.com plus the $1,500, our price, a third of the price. And once you take off the points, it works out to $375. Now, on top of that, we've got Pisa as well. This is a dream trip that just sold out, but we're looking at adding some more rooms. If you've missed out on this trip, I highly recommend get ready for this one because we're going to release a couple more rooms if all goes well. Seeing the Leaning Tower of Pisa and going to Florence as well. Now, how can you be a part of our travel club? 2 levels of membership. The gold or the platinum membership, which is the most popular one. The gold level is everything that you've just seen right now. You get all of that for $222 US once in your life. So that's about 180 euros, give or take, once in your life, and $55 US a month. Now, whatever you pay, this is crazy, whatever you pay, you get back in points. 1 point is $1, and as you can see, the points can be deducted off the cost of the dream trips. So it's like putting a little bit of a deposit down in your first holiday. Your monthly membership on your 12-month anniversary, you get all of that back as well, dollar for dollar, to spend on dream trips. So that's why we always say at least the dream trips membership is a no-brainer. Now, if VIP is cool, VVIP is better with platinum. Platinum is our most popular option. Now with platinum, you get access to all the new dream trips that get released every week, 1 week before the gold members. On top of that, we get to apply 50% more points. And every single dream trip has a platinum perk. So, you know, one of my favorite trips that we actually did was in a Western Hotel, Costa Navarino, 5-star hotel in Greece. And gold members had beautiful rooms with sea view, which is pretty cool. Sea view is cool. But platinum members, we had VIP transfers. And on top of that, we had an infinity pool in our room, private infinity pool. Gold was cool, platinum was better, okay? Now that's $380 US once in your life and $100 US per month. Same thing applies. You get the $380 US back in points straight away. And on top of that, your monthly membership, you get all of that back as well. Now, when you become a member, if you choose to share this with your friends, our company will also give you 100 to 200 points per person that you introduce to the club that buys a membership, whether they're gold or platinum. And in fact, if you share this with 4 of your friends, our company will waive your monthly fee. So that $55 a month or $100 a month becomes 0. Now, this is literally just the beginning, guys. This is what has enabled myself and my brother, who introduced me to the club, to literally travel around the world. In fact, the picture that you see on the bottom right there with the very happy, smiley guy in the center, that's the founder of the company, Mr. Wayne Nugent. And that's, you'll see me on the right with the red shirt there. That's actually at the Great Wall of China. We're just getting ready to climb the Great Wall of China. On top, you've got Greece. On the left, Prague. Top left is a dream trip that we did in Cyprus. There's close to 400 of us on that particular trip. We've taken over a resort in Mexico. This was a Guinness Book of Records record that was broken. Over 3,000 people on this dream trip. 5 days, 4 nights in Cancun, all inclusive. It was a crazy trip. So guys, if you love to travel, you know, World Ventures is like the Uber of travel. You know, it gives you a way to do something you're already doing, but do it for a better price and better quality experience. So, you know, my invitation to you, grab your little blue sign, start creating some memories. Now, if you're watching this presentation right now, and maybe you're in a situation like I was when I saw this, where, you know, I was time broke, or maybe you're in a situation where financially you want to be in a better situation. Well, the next part I'm going to share with you is an opportunity that you can make some additional income over and above what you're already doing right now in your job, building this part-time by investing a few hours a week and partnering up with a company that's done $2 billion in revenue in the last 3 years alone. So big company, but in a lot of markets, we're still very new. We're only open in 36 countries so far, and obviously there's 200 countries in the world. We're planning to open all of them. And this is some of the markets we've already opened, okay? Now you can be a representative like the person that invited you for $100 once off and $20 a month. For that, you get your own website, Business in a Box. And it is a business. You're going to get out exactly what you put in. If you put in the effort, you get rewarded accordingly. But again, if you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get the rewards like a hobby as well. Now, how our compensation plan works is quite simple. Every time you make a recommendation to buy the product, depending on the level of membership, you get a commission. You get points and you get cash. $20 or $50 direct commissions, or 100 to 200 points on top of that if they're gold or platinum. Now, we also have a fast start bonus that if you get 4 sales within a 4-week period, if they're 4 gold sales, you make $180 US in cash plus $400 Rovio bucks. Rovio bucks you can spend to cover the rest of the cost of a dream trip. So between the points and the dream trips, essentially it's like getting a holiday for free. You can also use Rovio bucks to cover the cost of your flights and car rental on top of that as well. So you choose what you spend your Rovio bucks on. Platinum membership, if you make 4 sales in a 4-week period, you make $500 US, plus the points, plus the Rovio bucks, guys. That is $1,700 in bonuses combined if you do 4 sales in 4 weeks. What if you do 6? It's $1,000 US. And $400 in Rovio bucks and $1,200 in points. For a lot of countries, that is crazy income. I'll tell you the most powerful income in the world though. The most powerful income is residual income. So it's the income you keep getting paid over and over and over again for something that you do once, like buying property or recording a CD or things like that. Our residual income starts when you build a team of 24 gold customers or 12 platinum customers, and at that point you start getting a monthly check starting from about $50 to up to a couple of $100. Now the bigger the team, the bigger the rank, and the bigger the commissions. This is all the different ranks in the average commissions based on which level that you actually achieve. So senior, for example, is average $630 US per month. Now, I know in some countries that's a full-time salary pretty much. For Romania, $630 US a month is an average monthly income for Romania. Same in a lot of countries in Africa. Now, the sky is the limit, guys. And to give you an idea, in the last few years that I've been a part of our company, we've been very blessed with my brother to have helped 19 people become first-time millionaires. We helped a handful of people here reach national marketing director, close to 80 people in our organization to reach regional marketing director, and we've literally lost track how many people have reached the rest of the ranks. Now, what's the key to our success? The key to our success is the training of the company. We have lots of other bonuses as well. We have a car bonus as well that you can get paid $500 to $1,000 a month. But I know some of you are probably sitting and watching this and saying, you know what, it looks awesome, but I've never done anything like this before. And I get it. I was in exactly the same situation. Never really did anything like this before, but I knew one thing. I was hungry for change, and I felt like I found the right vehicle to help me to make that change. I didn't know what I was doing, but my mentor said one thing to me. He said, if you want to make serious income in this business, the key is going to the big events of the company. Now, the next big event of our company is called the View from the Edge. Now, this particular event is unlike any other event we've ever seen. Our director of training dresses up as different characters from different movies or historical characters. And in over a 2.5-day period, Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, it's watching like a theater production, a multi-million-dollar production, 18 different skits, with every single skit giving you a different message about the business and about the mindset to help you win. It's no coincidence that the people that go to our trainings consistently make an average of 5 to 10 times more money than the people that don't. Now, I remember when I heard that particular stat, I said to myself, if there's a way for me to rank advance quicker, to make more money, I want to be a part of that. Now, to give you an idea, to spend 1 hour with Mr. Mark Aseta, our director of training, he charges $5,000 an hour, minimum 5 hours. We get him for a whole weekend for $600 US. Now, guys, because of this powerful system, a lot of the people that we've been able to help have created crazy stories. One of my favorite stories is Razvan and Jetta. Razvan, to give you an idea, was probably in the worst financial situation he ever was when he sold World Ventures. He had a construction company that pretty much had gone under. And he also was very close to a lady called Jetta, who was very successful, money, but no time. The two of them partnered up together, and they basically chose for their obstacle of time and money to become their opportunity to grow. They literally got to work, and in 18 months achieved the highest level in the company, which is average income $35,000 US per month. They did that in 18 months. Now, because of them, we've been able to impact tens of thousands of lives in Romania. And in Romania, where some people don't have money for travel, let alone a lot of the basic human needs, now have a better chance at a better quality of life because they got the right vehicle because of the vision of these two amazing individuals. Stavros and Katerina, $1 million ring earners. That means they make more than $1 million a year. Why? Because Katerina wanted more from life. Actually, she got started because she just wanted a brand new handbag to start with. She got her 6 in a couple of weeks. Her husband did not believe at the beginning, but because he saw her making money and she took him to a presentation, that's when his vision opened up, and the two of them partnered up together and now build a huge organization, more than 100,000 people in different countries because of the amazing vision of these amazing individuals. So guys, just to recap, you've got a couple of options right now. You can come in as just as the gold member and just enjoy the holidays, or gold and the business if you also want to make money. What most people do is they choose to do the platinum membership, and that's $380 US once in your life and $100 US per month if you just want to be a member. Or if you want to do the business and make money, take your friends on holidays and get paid at the same time, it's $600 US and $120 per month. Now, one thing I want to highlight before we wrap things up is the importance of timing when you look at a business opportunity. It's fair to say that if, let's say, you saw the opportunity of investing in Apple 10 years ago, the opportunity to invest then would be so much bigger than what it is right now. Now, Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world. So if you invested then, same company, different timing, therefore different opportunity. Same in our company, guys. First come, first served. Now, we're not an investment where you can literally just get started and wait for the rewards. It's a business. You're going to have to put in time and energy. And I don't know how big your goals are. It may take you a year or 2 years or 3 years part-time to reach your goals, depending on how big your vision is. But let's say you see this and you say to your friend, you know what, I'm ready to get started. And your friend has also got other people on this webinar as well. And because you got started first, the next person might get started. Let's say, for example, his name is Bob, will go underneath you. That means whatever Bob does for the rest of his life, you get to benefit from. Now, if let's say you're not ready to get started and you say, I want to think about it. Well, timing in business is everything. So you go to the corner, Bob gets started first, and then you say to your friend tomorrow, because maybe you couldn't sleep tonight, like most people, from your excitement. In the morning, you're messaging your friend and you go, you know what, I'm in. You take the next available spot underneath Bob. Now, just because you missed out on one person doesn't sound like a lot, but if that person ends up being a leader and builds a team of a few thousand, believe me, that can cost you a lot. Now, I'm not telling this to pressure you. This is a decision for you. It's not about the friend that invited you. But decisions, when you see something, usually our heart tells us the right thing to do, our mind plays tricks. Always one thing that I've learned from experience is listening to my heart will always lead me to the right things. The mind sometimes talks you in and out of situations. But we like to keep it simple. What do you want to do? If you want to travel, and now you know there's a better way to do it, well, it's going to cost you more if you're not a part of the club. So if that's the case, when your friend asks you A, B, or C, tell them, you know what? I love it. I want to get started for the travel. I'm a B, okay? Or maybe you're in a situation where you say, you know what, I like it, but you feel this is not your time. No problem. Tell your friends you're a C, thank you, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Or if you're in the category like most people are, where you're all in, you love the travel, you want to get paid to do that, you want to make that difference in your life, get back to the person that invited you, tell them you're an A, that will show you how to get started. And here's what's really powerful, guys. Tomorrow, same time, we've got another webinar. So this is an opportunity for you to be able to invite your friends tomorrow by getting started today and getting off to a fast start and making today your new birthday. Thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar. And I look forward to welcoming you to World Ventures and seeing you on the beautiful beaches of the world.